Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about lips. It is time to update my Project Apocalips again. It's been quite a while since I uploaded this project just because again I haven't been posting any project pan updates in July. So it's been basically 2 months since my last update. But I'm excited to share with you the progress and we might have a roll in this month, which is very exciting. So I'm going to talk you through the lipsticks and what I am replacing. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're starting off with this lipstick right here, and this is my Burberry lipstick. It's the lip cover lipstick in Tea Rose, which is a beautiful pinkish type of shade, and this is actually one that I have been able to finish. So this is the product that I am rolling out in this update. It was this like kind of pinkish tone. I'll see if I can give you a swatch. It's a little bit difficult to swatch, but that is it right there. It is this like warm pink kind of shade, which was really stunning. Towards the end of this project, like in the last I think 2 months, I have been using this one as a cream blush, so that is how I was able to finish this one up. So very excited to have this one done. And this product took me another 33 uses in the past month, or 2 months I guess, to finish, for a total of 101 uses. So very excited, and this one will of course roll out. I'm very excited to do so because this is actually a product that has been in since the very start of the year. I do have a couple that's been in since the start of the year, and this is one of them. So I'm excited to roll this one out. And you can see the progress lines right here for that lipstick. I was all the way up there at the last update, and that is how much I was able to finish up in those 33 uses. I do believe it went a little bit quicker than it would have if I used it on my lips by using it on my cheeks, just because I use it a little bit more heavily on my cheeks whenever I use it as a cream blush. But yeah, very excited to have this rolled out. I actually finished this one up yesterday, so it's a very recent rollout, but I was quite determined to get this one done. I have been using it on both my lips and my cheeks recently just to have it out. But once I hit that goal, I decided to film this video because even though I'm pre-filming a couple of days, I thought it'd be nice to just have this roll out. Next up, we have another brilliant lipstick, and this is another one that has been in since the start of the year. This is the Milani lipstick in Naked. It's one of their matte lipsticks, which is a really beautiful color. It is this one right here. So it's a little bit more of a pinkier, cool tone type of nude shade. Which means that I'm not reaching for it as much as I would like to right now, just because it does suit me better when I'm a bit paler and also more kind of cool tone looks, which I'm not doing at the moment as much. But I have reached for this one 6 times in the past month nonetheless, and I was actually able to make a little bit of a new mark on the piece of paper. So you can see here the progress. Yeah, you can see it's not moving very much each time, but that is it right now. And the bottom line right there is the new marking from this past month. I do believe last month I maybe wasn't able to make a new line. I can't remember. Or maybe I was able to make a new line and it's just moving very slight every single time. But yeah, at least it is moving, and it's gonna take me a lot of effort to actually get this one done. This is how much I have left of it, but I am foreseeing to reach for this one much more frequently once we get into the cooler months again, just because again it's a lipstick color that I much prefer in those type of seasons. The third lip product that we have is one that I've been focusing on a lot in the past month too, and that is the first gloss for the project, and that is my NYX #ThisIsEverything lip oil. And this is actually one that you can't see through because it has like a sticker all around, but I did cut the sticker kind of open and started marking this one a couple months into the project because I was just frustrated about not seeing the progress. And you can see right here the progress lines. So the last, like the bottom line right there, is how much it has jumped since the last update. And I have reached for this one 28 additional times to make that jump, and I'm very excited. I feel like I'm making really good progress. This kind of combined all of these uses. This first kind of jump was 26 uses, then there was 21, and now 28. So how much is that total to? So that is 75 uses for that progress, and I feel like, judging from that, I probably would have like maybe 60 uses left in this product, just looking at how much is left there at the bottom, which is very hopeful because that means that I hopefully should have this one out in the next 2 months maybe. This is one that I'm going to try to focus on in the next month though. It's been an easy color to kind of wear when I'm just at home. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it now too when I have showed you where it's settled, just so you can see the color. But it's just this really pale pink, and I've been using it at home just kind of to keep my lips hydrated. And again, it's been an easy one to reach for when I'm not going out, having nearby, and it doesn't like give a lot of color. So if I do wear this and I kind of kiss my baby or anything like that, it doesn't transfer to her, unless I just recently applied it, then obviously it will kind of transfer, but otherwise it kind of sinks into the lips and it doesn't transfer as much. So it's been my go-to product to reach for when I'm just sitting at home with her, which I think is why I managed to get quite a few uses on it. Another gloss that I've been trying to focus on is this one right here. This is my E.L.F. Jelly Pop Juicy Gloss in the shade Apricot Pop, which I have had in now for 5 months. So this one has not been in for quite as long, but it's been in for like 5 updates, so we're only in, I think, month 1. But this one you can see through, but I haven't actually marked this one. It was brand new basically when I introduced it this year, but I decided to mark this one because I want to be able to track the progress, because I have no idea how quickly this one is moving. So I did mark it right there, and that's kind of where it's sitting. It's not 100% straight in here, so I did kind of estimate the line, but I would say that that's where it is right now. So I have used this one a few times, but not as much as the NYX one. I have reached for this one 13 additional times, which is still pretty good. It's a more kind of summery shade, so technically I should be reaching for this one more. I'm just swatching it for you. So it is right down there. So it's a similar type of formula, very glossy, very sheer, but this one's obviously more orangey and that one is more pink. I do actually prefer the color of this one, so I do wear it out more than I do the NYX one. And I think that's maybe why I'm focusing on the NYX one at home, but I will try to get some use out of this one too. I think realistically though, in the next month I will try to finish the NYX one if I can. Again, it will probably be 60 uses, which would be a push, but if I can remember to reach for it a couple of times every single day, I might be able to. Otherwise it will take 2 months, so this one might, you know, go on the back burner a little bit, but either way I'm hoping to get a little bit of use out of this one, because I'm really determined to have this out this year. So those are all the products that have been in for like quite a while in this project. The remaining ones have been in for a little bit of a shorter period. So this here is my YSL lipstick this is the Rouge Pure Couture lipstick in the shade 17, which has been in now for 3 updates. And I haven't been reaching for it that much every single month. It's just not been like a priority, and also it's quite a like slippy, kind of quite bright lip product. I'm wearing it today though. So, you know, it's not been as easy to reach for over the last 2 months with my newborn. However, I have still reached for it 11 times, 12 including this application, so let's add that in. So 12 uses with this right now. So it has moved a little bit with that, but this is what this product looked like. So it's very short. I worked on this one last year, which is why it already have a lot of progress. So I am still hopeful that I can finish it, but I haven't been able to reach for it as much as I would have wanted. But that is a swatch of it right there. Again, I'm wearing it on my lips, and I'm also wearing this one as a cream blush. And my plan moving forward is to actually reach for this one as my new cream blush once I finish the since I finished the Rosewood lipstick from Burberry. So with that, I am fingers crossed going to be able to get some more progress on this one, and I don't think I'm going to have this one out in like a month, maybe in 2 months time, but again, it's going to be my go-to cream blush every single day, so hopefully I can get a lot of use on this lipstick. And by the way, with those uses, that is kind of where this one is sitting, so you can see the progress lines right there. It has moved a little bit, again with like 12 uses including now, but yeah, I didn't mark that obviously, but 11 uses. And it's moved that much, so it is quite a fast moving product, just because it is a bit more slippy and the formula is, you know, I think it's not as stiff. So again, hopefully, fingers crossed, once I start using it as cream blush, it will move quite quickly. The next product we have is one that I'm getting very, very close on as well. This is another gloss. This is the Lifter gloss from Maybelline in the shade Topaz, which has been in for 3 months as well. This is just like my go-to lip product every single month before going on maternity leave, because it was just such a nice everyday kind of sheer, kind of slightly brownish nude. You can see it right there, and I have a lot of progress on this one. So in the past month I haven't reached for it as much as previous months, but I still have 14 used on it, and you can see how kind of empty this one is getting. I do still get product on the wand if I swirl it. I can still like swirl it around and get product, but I can't really reach the bottom, and there's also a lot of product collected at the top. So I foresee myself needing to take out the stopper of this one very, very soon, and this is another product that I'm hoping that I can finish in the next month. This is going to be my go-to like out and about gloss, I think. So I'm going to use the NYX one at home, And then this one is going to be my like out and about one, and then the YSL lipstick is going to be like my cream blush kind of everyday lipstick in that sense. And I think with that I'm going to be able to get good progress on all three of those. And ideally I want to have this one out in the next month. So I don't know if I told you, but I used this one 14 times in the past month, which total 82 uses in the project. And I know that I've heard kind of rumors about this one taking about 100 uses to finish, which means that I would have another 20 uses on this one before I can count it as done, because this was basically brand new when I introduced it into the project. So I do see that kind of happening, and hopefully, fingers crossed, is if I remember to apply this one and use it when I go out, I might have this one down, but otherwise it might be done in 2 months time. But it would just be nice to have this one finished by the end of Q3. But for sure it will be done before the end of the year, and I do really like this product quite a bit. The last product is the one that is the biggest fail of this project so far. I just feel like I've rolled this one in at the worst possible time in my life, because that is a red. So this is my Ruby Woo lipstick from MAC, and I absolutely love this one. It's one of the retro matte finishes. You can see I don't have very much left of this one because I have just used this one organically. I never had this one in a project, and that is just organic use, but it just shows you how much I love this lipstick. It is my absolute favorite red, and I love reaching for this one, especially at Christmas time, stuff like that. But I rolled this one in 2 months ago, and as you know, I had my baby. She's just about to turn 2 months, so I haven't really been able to wear a bright color like this very much. And that is definitely shown in the usage, because the first month it was in the project I reached for it twice, and this past month I have not reached for it at all. So definitely a fail, but I am for sure going to reach for this one in the autumn winter, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish it. I know it's not very much left in here, but despite that, I'm not sure if I'm going to get through that. But if I don't, I'll definitely reach for it next year, and I have no issues finishing this one overall because I do love it, and whenever I want to reach for a red, this is my absolute go-to. But just considering my life right now, I am not wearing reds or bright colors at this specific moment, but I think that might change moving into the colder months. So yeah, obviously no marking changes on the lipstick, so let's move on to the one that I'm rolling in instead. I have decided to roll in this lipstick right here. This is a mini lipstick from Smashbox. This is one of their Be Legendary lipsticks in the shade Famous, which is like a warm toned nude. You can see it right here. It is still pretty full, and even though it is a mini, there is a decent amount of product in here. I decided to roll this one in because it is more of a kind of nude shade again, but it's definitely more of a warm toned nude. So I have that cool tone nude and then warm tone nude, and I think that will give me a lot of variety. I might be able to mix them, and I think, yeah, it's going to be a good shout to roll this one in. So that is the next one I'm going to work on. Again, it is quite full, but since it is a mini, I'm hoping that it might go a little bit faster than a regular bullet. And I have also gone ahead and marked that on the paper, so you can see right there where this lipstick is starting. So that is it for my update today. This is my new color story right here, and as for next update, I am hoping to get some really good progress on the NYX lip gloss specifically, as well as the YSL lipstick and the Maybelline lip gloss. Those are my main focuses, and then when it comes to the E.L.F lip gloss and the what's it called, the Milani lipstick, I think I'm going to wear those hopefully a little bit here and there, same with the new roll-in. And then the Ruby Woo lipstick, I'm gonna try to reach for a couple of times, maybe at least 5 uses, we'll see. It's just a harder shade for me to reach for, but I will really try to have at least one lipstick rollout or lip product rollout next month. I don't know which one of those it will be, probably most likely the NYX or the Maybelline lip gloss, but we'll see. But I really want to keep this product rolling, so having at least one rollout next month would be amazing. So with that, let me know which of the products you think I'm going to have roll out next month, if I'm going to have any of them rolled out. I would love to hear your thoughts, and other than that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!